Birth certificate from Scotland inspired a Colwood man to search for answers and discover extraordinary revelations. That's next.
53.
Finally this evening, Adam finds out how a Colwood man's life took a remarkable turn after discovering an unexpected birth certificate. On tonight's Sawatsky sign-off.
That's our picture when
Jeanette is preparing to share what she never expected to tell, her husband AJ's story.
he was always saying, I hope I had the energy and the knowledge to write a book about what happened to me.
But he didn't get the chance. AJ died 4 days ago.
So that's why I want to share what he's not able to talk about.
The story begins when Jeanette was going through some papers and saw a birth certificate with an unfamiliar name, Kenneth McIntosh, a document that AJ said his parents first showed him at 13.
They told me they adopted him, but they didn't really want him.
She says AJ left home at 16, but didn't really start looking for his birth mother until his 40s, when Jeanette suggested they write to the address on his birth certificate in Scotland.
Then somebody finally phoned us, and they say, we are really sorry we opened the letter, but it's no house anymore.
What was once a house was now a park, they said, before offering to tell the local paper about the search. The paper published it, and a couple weeks later, AJ received a call.
And she said, somebody's looking for Kenneth McIntosh. He said, that's me.
The caller asked for proof. AJ told her about the birth certificate.
Then she said, we knew we will found you before your mom died.
The caller said she was his aunt, had pictures from when he was a baby, and said his birth mom, Martha, was living in Vancouver. Jeanette and AJ eventually found her at St. Paul's.
He was really anxious.
There were too many feelings, too many questions, including what to even call her.
I said, your heart will tell you what to say when you walk in. And he walked in and he said, hi, Mom.
Although they hadn't seen each other in almost 50 years, Jeanette says they connected immediately.
The room even light up. It was unbelievable.
But the most unbelievable moment of all was when AJ's mom said she hadn't put him up for adoption. She said he'd been kidnapped.
He was kidnapped because she told us all the detail.
Martha said they'd moved to Canada to be with AJ's birth father, but the relationship didn't work out, leaving her a single mother in 1948. Then, one night, she just returned home from working at the Empress to find the babysitters and her 18-month-old gone. They were never found.
Yeah, horrible. She didn't have a good life after.
AJ grew up in Ontario, and the parents who raised him have died. Martha remarried and had more kids.
And she always said to the kids, you have a brother somewhere. One day we'll find him.
And these pictures are from the night they finally met him.
They have the same habit, same nose, same finger, same of everything.
It couldn't have gone better, Jeanette says. Her husband finally found what he'd always felt was missing.
And he came home and he said, I have family. I have brother and sister.
AJ spent the next 25 years loving and being loved by his family. And Jeanette says that's why he wanted to share his story, to inspire others to keep their hope alive.
You know, love is there somewhere. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Colwood.